Hello there, Bick Benedict here. We're playing God of War 1 on God difficulty, and this is my guide and walkthrough. Look at this luck. I was just messing with everybody. You shouldn't do that. But this is part 20. It's the path to Atlas. We're going to be doing some magic usage on this part because I got sick and tired of trying to run through these traps without getting damaged, and what you saw me there do was use some magic, and I do apologize about that. I don't like to just use magic as a way out of something, so I feel bad about it. But I don't care for these traps too much, and this part of the walkthrough is going to feature kind of a tricky room because you have a certain time limit that you need to do all of your killing in, and you're dealing with enemies whose quick time events are lengthy on both the mid quick time event and also the final one. The mid one being the one where you've damaged it halfway to the till it's almost dead, and then the end one being the one when it kills it. So we'll talk about that when we actually get there. What we're going to do now is to do some simple scaling over here, and this part hopefully is not going to give you too many troubles. Just remember your fallback move all the time is going to be the square attack because it's incredibly fast. And one other reason that you should not use the triangle button is because it just does not, for all of the good damage that it does compared to square when you're on the surfaces, it doesn't stun the enemy as much as you need it to. Because with the square button, you can stun them for an incredibly long amount of time, whereas with the triangle button, you'll see that the enemies can make progress to you in between the times that you're hitting it, whereas with the square button, they can't even move. You definitely don't want them to be able to move either, because as vulnerable as you are on this part, you might think that you can get away with a lot of good stuff sometimes, but they will get in hits on you, and it's it's not fair sometimes. But this is a great spot to be over here. So if you can stand in that spot real quick, nobody can come around you and try to get the upper hand on you. So and also the enemies don't ceaselessly spawn over here too. So as long as you're killing your requisite number of legionnaires, then you can move on. But always be sure that you've finished off everybody before you start moving around. And then when you do move around, just go at a very slow rate. And if you see anybody, just fall back or jump on them really quickly and work with them that way. Retreating isn't always possible either. That's the thing, in a fast enough way, because in this version of God of War, there is no way to quickly slide down away from enemies. So that's a problem. But you have a lot of advantages with the square attack and all of the hit range that it has. It's just incredible. And okay, so we are coming up on the room that I was talking about at the beginning of this video, and I don't think that I used magic, but the good thing about this section is well, it's good in the sense that we have some enemies that can be grabbed without having to reduce them to execution status. Now, we're going to be dealing with shield enemies at the first part of this, and breaking the shield can be easy. It can also be obnoxious if your combo gets interrupted. But I don't think I mentioned it when we fought the shield enemies last time, but the shield enemies, the balance conceit of them is that once they lose their shield, they can be grabbed, and you don't have to reduce their health to near death. So once their shield is broken, you can just go over to them and grab them like you would normal undead legionnaires. So that's a good thing, and you want to make sure that you're getting enough collision damage as you can. So there's a chest down here. You can get this afterwards if you want to. I'm just going to get it now. And here's where it starts over here. It's a pretty tough room. You've got to go really fast, and you've got to get pretty fortunate about the kills that you're getting with the collision properties. But it's going to start right over here, and what I try to do right away is just to do square, square, triangle to break the shields of these guys. And then the game is actually pretty darn good at automatically throwing these enemies at the sirens, and it seems like it's designed that way, that it kind of prioritizes the sirens over these guys. As far as when you grab hold of one of these guys, the game kind of gives you the benefit of the doubt. It knows that you want to throw them at the sirens, so it does throw them at the sirens, and it's pretty good as far as that's concerned. So you want to use the collision properties and damage these guys, but do you see how long those quick time events are? You can get killed during those periods because it takes so long. And you'll eventually get it. You've just got to work really fast, no hesitation. Try not to get interrupted as best as you can. The checkpoint is right outside the door, so if you aren't doing well, just restart. And it's, rooms like that, not many people like rooms like that, so it's understandable if you're having a frustrating time. But there's a pair of red ore boxes up here, and now we're going to go back the way we came, having the handle in our possession. And okay, so this is the save point. I'm sorry, I didn't know the save point was right there. But thank you very much for watching my guide. I will see you in the 21st part. Please take care.